Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is Monty, and in this little mini live stream lesson, we're going to be talking about the goals of language learning. Now, there's a lot of goals, and I've been seeing a lot of videos in my recommendations of things like get fluent in 6 months, or learn this language in this amount of time, learn this language in this amount of time. All of these things that make and encourage people to learn a language really quickly. And I've always just thought to myself, why? One, reaching fluency in 6 months is like near impossible to begin with. But there's even more. Let's say you were to learn a language in those 6 months and to a pretty good level. There's just so much that you're missing out on. But your goal is really the main focus on whether you should learn a language quickly or not. And I'm going to go over why. So, why would you want to learn a language quickly? Well, there's a whole lot of reasons. Maybe it's for, travel. You're going to a foreign country. Well, probably not now, but in the future, you plan on going to a foreign country. It could be for jobs, always having that extra edge, being able to speak a second language, and a lot of other things. And so I also see on platforms like Reddit, other forums, people ask questions like, I'm going here, or I'm doing this, and I need to learn it within this short amount of time. And so that goal is perfectly fine. Everything that I'm going to talk about right here, all these goals are all completely legitimate. They're all completely fine. However, your approach to language learning is, it doesn't really matter. It's a perfectly legitimate and good method. So this are the people that want to learn it quickly. Now, what are the benefits and non-benefits, disadvantages of learning a language quickly? Well, the benefits are you learn only in important words, only in the important stuff, things to get you by. Let's say you're traveling to a different country. You learn things like how to ask for specific things in a restaurant, how to ask where the bathroom is, all these beginner level stuff, and maybe even some not beginner stuff, something more advanced or maybe something more specialized, especially for jobs. You learned specialized. Ooh, that is not an I. There you go. And I'm just going to put words because that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, disadvantages are that you do not get a lot of culture, like at all. If you learn it like in a month, like you just sat down, you did nothing but study vocabulary for a month for a specific language. And now again, if you're doing it for travel and you're just going to visit this place, or you're doing it for a job and you just need to know the words, that way you can go ahead and communicate, learning the culture is not the biggest, most important thing, right? So you can simply talk to them. Maybe there's going to be a few culture shocks if you were to go to said country that you probably would have known if you had taken a deeper delve into the language, because culture and language are really intertwined. They're really connected. Language is a part of the culture, no matter how much you want to separate it. But it's not necessarily a requirement, especially if your idea right here is to do very little with it and you want to focus on important and specialized things. And so those are kind of the advantages and disadvantages for learning a language super quickly. And so something that you see a lot of people do is, maybe they just want to learn the language because they just love that language. They love that language. Or they just love language learning in general. Or they fell in love with that language, that country, that culture. And so with all these, you kind of want to take your time with it, because if you rush through it, yes, you'll get a lot of the words, you can speak to a lot of the people, but you won't get that culture, like I said beforehand. And there's so many things, so many nuances that you're just not going to get if you only sit down and be like, all right, I got a month to learn this language. And if you love it so much, you're gonna take your sweet time. You're gonna watch videos of the country. You're gonna watch videos of like the music, the relationship culture, food culture, whatever, and you're slowly gonna build up a different vocabulary in so many different ways that you're not gonna learn in that 3 weeks, 6 months, any kind of thing. And if you're not in a rush, a lot of people want to rush to get good at this language to, get started with talking to these people. But going slowly and methodically, doing more than just learning about vocabulary, learning a little bit of the grammar so you're not just throwing words at people. It's more structured. You get to learn things like humor. Oh my god, humor is something that definitely takes so much longer to get. Puns, play on words are all things that need time to sink in or to be explained to you if you really don't get it. Like with me, recently I've played on stream Pokemon, and thankfully I had a native French speaker with me when I played it in French who got to tell me all of the play on words with the names of the Pokemon, like how we have them in English. And so I think it's definitely good to slow down. All these videos that say you should learn within this short time frame, just forget about it. You don't need to get results right away, just as long as you enjoy yourself, have fun, and get absorbed in more than just the words. Get to know the people, the culture, the countries, everything behind the words that you're trying to say. And that does it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you stop by the stream. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you can write them down in the comments. Or again, I'll leave a link to my live stream below where you can ask me directly. Thank you.